Hi everyone, today I'd like to share with you this card that I've made using some of the elements of the new Ornate Garden Suite. Now this suite is going to be in the upcoming annual catalogue, but it has actually been released early. It's available now and it really is beautiful. I'll just show you the stamp sets. We have the Ornate Style stamp set with these gorgeous florals and patterned images. We also have the Ornate Thanks stamp set, and this has got some beautiful sentiments in it, and you can build up phrases all around, obviously thankful, grateful and that sort of thing. A lovely combination of fonts as well. There are 2 die sets in the suite as well. There are some designer series papers which are gorgeous. There's an embossing folder and there are some embellishments. Really nice suite altogether. This is the card we're going to concentrate on today though, and I've got everything we need over here. So first of all, we're starting with a Highland Heather card base, 21 centimeters by 14.9 and scored at 10.5 on the long edge. We'll fold and burnish that. Put that to one side for now. Then we've got the main card front in Whisper White, and that is 14.4 centimeters by 10 centimeters. And we're going to stamp these flourishes and patterns onto this piece. So we'll take our Memento Tuxedo Black and we'll give that a few taps. And then what I've done is I've just gone slightly off the edge of the card. So a little bit of firm pressure, a few seconds. There we go, so that's really beautiful. And we'll do the same on the other side. Like so. And then we've got the corner flourishes that we're going to put at the top. And repeat that in the other corner. Like so. Then what we've also got is this flower image. We'll pop that to one side for now. And onto a small piece of Whisper White, we're going to stamp the flower image. And I'm only concerned about the flower head itself. I'm not going to ink up the whole of the flower. There we go. And we'll give that a couple of seconds just to dry, and then we're going to colour that in with our stamping blends. I'll just show you the other elements while we're waiting for that. this is another piece of Highland Heather that I've cut out using the Ornate Layers dies. And then for our sentiment, onto a piece of Whisper White, we're going to use the So Grateful sentiment. Again, taking our memento, oh, it looks like I might have a bit too much ink on that one. Yeah, not too bad. And then we cut that out with another of the Ornate Layers dies, and we can layer those two up. So a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue. We can layer those two up. Just try to get that central. We can pop the card front onto the card base. Just using your wiggle time just to get that lined up nicely. The sentiment, we're going to adhere that with Stampin' Dimensionals. I'll pop a few of those on the back of the sentiment piece and remove the backing. And then once we've done this, we'll be ready to colour in the flower using the Stampin' Blends. Okay, so just placing that between the flourishes in the corners, and then I'll just move these bits out of the way a sec. And then we're ready to colour the flower. And for the flower centre, I've got the Daffodil Delight, the dark Daffodil Delight. So just colour that all over. Then I'm going to take the dark Highland Heather and I'm going to just do a few petals at a time, and what I'm aiming for is where the petals sit beneath another petal, I'm going to use the dark blend to give the shadow. So that one sits beneath those two, that one sits beneath there. Hopefully you can see what I mean. And then, having just done a couple at a time, I'm going to take the light Stampin' Blend and just blend that out with some circular motion. And moving on to the next. Again, where they overlap and maybe where you've got some of this kind of shading, just put a touch of the dark and then coming in with the light. Circular motions to help blend that out. And and keep going round. And maybe a little bit of dark towards the center of the flower. And it really is a case of practicing with your stamping blends, really. Some people prefer to do the light first and then come in with the dark. I personally always do the dark first. And if you're not used to using alcohol markers, and start out with some really basic images. The one that I think is perfect is actually the Under My Umbrella stamp set, because the images are really simple. They've got nice big open spaces that really allow you to practice your colouring and your blending. And what you can do, and I usually find helpful, is actually to look up a photo of the type of image that you're colouring and use that as a reference for where your light and shadow would be. I find that a really useful tip. Now we're just going to fussy cut this flower image. I'll try and bring it into camera, hopefully you can see that. And I'm not the best fussy cutter in the world, I confess, and generally speaking this would take me about 10 minutes and I'd be sat here sticking my tongue out concentrating, but I'm not going to tell you whether I'm sticking my tongue out concentrating anyway, but I'll try and get through it a little bit quicker because it's not the most exciting of things to watch, is it? But I'm sure you get the idea, and you can take your time over yours. It is a little bit fiddly. There are a fair few petals and these kind of sharp inlets, if you like, tend to be the trickiest bits. We're almost there, I promise. As you can see, it's not particularly neat, but you'll be able to take your time with yours. Couple of petals left to do. There we go. So not too bad considering that we rushed. And all I'm going to do is place that into the gap in our flourishes. And I'm going to pop that at a little bit of an angle, like that. And there we have it. And I think using the dimensional, particularly on that flower bit, is lovely because you get the bit of shadow, and the shadow on both the flower and the sort of frame die cut are really interesting and intricate. So I think that's a really beautiful card, and it's always good to be grateful, isn't it? And it's always nice to show other people that we're grateful for whatever it is they've done for us. I hope you've enjoyed this video. There is a blog post to go along with this card, which I'll put the address for in the description. If you've enjoyed the video, please like it and subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.